Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They slipped a bit, still in the top 10, though.
I think for New York, they've basically settled into who they are. They can put up a fight against the better teams, but something has to change for them to make a major improvement.
Now, New York starting 5. And it's the great, and at the point guard position. And for Virginia Beach. And it's the captain, and at the 3, the small forward. Still in the early stages of the season here, but some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, BA, I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
To the paint. Here's the professor. And it's New York with a rebound.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
The captain, that's good.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Here's Freeman. Here's ABC. Pass to Doctor. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
And Virginia Beach with possession. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Leaf from the arc. And Virginia Beach, another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Big Daddy. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
New York shooting their first foul shot of the night. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. P passes to Champ. Here's the captain. Pass to Leaf. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pope. Rebounded by the Doctor. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Down low. New York working the ball around now. To the left side wing. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. Virginia Beach has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Champ can't hit. Here's ABC. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Leaf. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. The captain, that's good. The captain's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The Doctor. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Here's ABC. Nails it from 3. ABC's got 5 now. For Virginia Beach, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Champ passes to Leaf. Pass to the captain from outside the arc. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Let's take this time to see the teams who were picking the most pockets over the past month.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter.
Virginia Beach foul call. Second personal foul, second team foul.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Virginia Beach.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Sampson, he's checked in for Virginia Beach, and so he hits both. Virginia Beach has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. Pass to Leaf. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Leaf's got 6.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's the great. He's scoreless. Over to the wing. Fires for 3. Connects from downtown.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
For Virginia Beach, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to Champ. Here's the captain. From deep. And it's New York with a rebound. And going against Virginia Beach, their first meeting on the year.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
It's always a marquee matchup on the schedule. I think it's going to be another fun set of games between them this year.
Now put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's the great. Pass to Big Daddy. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's made all of his free throws to this point, 3 of 3. For Virginia Beach, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Pass to Pope. Here's Champ. And that one is stuffed right through. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's the great. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. The great's got 5.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score.
So both teams changing it up here. MP outside. Virginia Beach moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sampson. And another miss by Virginia Beach.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's A-Train. Pass to Bird. New York needs to get off a shot here. The Magician misses. For Virginia Beach, they've gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Here's Pope. Here's Sampson. Still without a bucket. Fires away from way outside. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Bird. And it's New York scoring again.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to MP. That's tipped. Here's Bird. Oh, there's the alley. Out of bounds. It'll be Virginia Beach's ball.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Well, Virginia Beach shooting has been impressive. 54% so far in the first. They still need this. Shots blocked. Here's Flash. To the middle. Here's the Magician. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
New York foul. Number 48. First personal foul.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Minute 32 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Pope. The 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Cowboy. Here's A-Train. No points yet. 6 to shoot. Here's Flash. And no good to start the night. Missing his first attempt there. Here's Chavez. To the wing, right side. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Cowboy.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to MP. To the inside to end the run. Pope's shot is good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
New York leading by 5. Here's A-Train. For 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. New York out in front, up 5. And we'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And it's Leaf in at the small forward position. And for New York, and it's the Doctor in at the 4.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Bird passes to Cowboy. Here's the Doctor. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The Doctors got his second bucket on the night. Virginia Beach has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Beyond the arc, he drops it from range. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
Most of the time, if you give him that much room, oh yeah, that's going to be the result.
Pass to the professor. Here's the captain. The three is up. And Virginia Beach another three.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Here's the great. Give him 8. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Inside, here's the Doctor. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Leaf. 12 points for him. To the left wing. Here's the captain. And Virginia Beach another three.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Here's the great. And it's the professor with a rebound. Virginia Beach has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. The captain, that's good.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Virginia Beach making a change here. Sampson's checked in. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
He occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Here's the great. Give him 8. They set the screen. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. And Virginia Beach with possession. They're on an 11-2 run. Leaf passes to the captain. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for one, number 11.
And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Here's ABC. 5 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Big Daddy. And it's the professor with a rebound. Virginia Beach leading by 4. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Pass to Doctor. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
0-0. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw misses. Good on the second one. Here's Champ. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Sampson. Here's Champ. Rebounded by the Doctor. New York trails by 3. The 3-ball. The Great with the bucket. The Great's got 6 in the quarter.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
Pass to the captain. Here's Champ. Virginia Beach moving the ball around. The captain. Pass to Champ. To the paint. Here's the captain. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. New York making a switch here. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. New York in 5th.
This is going to be a shooting contest as much as it is anything else. We know both of these teams are capable of racking up some huge point totals.
New York has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's the Great. He's got 11. From 15 feet away. And the shot falls short that time. And Virginia Beach with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Leaf. 12 points for him. And it's the professor missing. Here's the Great. Pass to ABC. Here's the 3. Freeman misses. For Virginia Beach, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Here's Leaf. They set a pick. Here's the professor. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Champ. Flash grabs the miss. For New York, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. With the tip. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's ABC. He's got 5 from the line. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Virginia Beach has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. MP high post. Offline from the high post.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Freeman misses. For Virginia Beach, they've gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Pass to Pope. And here's MP. Here's Leaf. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Leaf's got 9 points in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Freeman. No points so far. Down low. And that one's good. ABC.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Leaf. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep. Leaf's got 18 points in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
New York trails by 4. Here's Flash. Here's the Magician. Pass to ABC. From deep. And it's MP with a rebound.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. A minute 9 left in the first half. Pass to Flash. Here's the Magician. Here's ABC. 23 points his last outing. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. Virginia Beach leading by 4. 46 seconds left in the first half. He passes to Leaf. MP outside. 4 on the clock. Pulls it from the corner. The shot by Pope, no good. New York trails by 4. Pass to the Magician. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Leaf. Launches a 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Virginia Beach, up 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk, let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
If you look at his production at the point guard position, balancing scoring and playmaking, just like my man Kenny back in the day.
Oh, you're too kind. This guy ball out nightly.
Well, you're not that good. I just this game reminded me of one of your games. They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors.
They're giving guys all day to shoot.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And New York has possession. And it's the professor in at the 5. And that's the group for Kenny Atkinson as we begin the second half. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Virginia Beach moving the ball around. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Friday, then on Monday.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up. But quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
New York trails by 4. Here's the great. Pass to Big Daddy. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Chan. Here's the captain. 6 on the shot clock from behind the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Big Daddy's got 6 rebounds here tonight. for the tie. And that one off the back of the rim and in. The Greats got 13. Well, Virginia Beach shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Here's the captain. Give him 20. And it's the professor missing.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Here's the captain. The three. Rebounded by the doctor. The Doctor's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Here's ABC. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Virginia Beach, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's the captain. Sinks the tray. The captain's got 23.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Sampson, he's checked in for Lee. New York making a switch here. Here's the Great. 13 points in the game. Pass to Freeman. Here's Bird. 5 on the clock. For 3. And the basket by Freeman. Freeman's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Virginia Beach is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Sampson. This one for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Cowboys got his 4th rebound in this one.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
Here's the Great. For the lead, here's Freeman. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. This break gives us a chance to look back on the last month and see which teams racked up the most points in transition. New York, 4th.
The speed these two teams have been playing at lately is really impressive. Getting out there in transition and leaving other squads in their dust.
Pass to the captain. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes of pass. Sampson's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Part of the 2007 draft, Al Horford continues to be such a valuable player, Richard.
One of the oldest guys in the league. Horford gives you shooting and passing in that front court. Off the floor, well, he's probably even more valuable as a mentor.
Here's Pope after the basket by New York on the other end. Here's Champ. Launches it. Rebounded by the Doctor. The Doctor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy basket.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
And Virginia Beach making a change here. MP's checked in. Well, Virginia Beach shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Champ passes to the professor. MP with it. Still no points. Here's the captain. Shot to stop the run. And that one is hammered home.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here's Bird. Pass to the Great. To To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by MP. Here's Sampson. Stripped it away. The great, the pass to the doctor. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. The Doctors got 10.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
For Virginia Beach, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Here's the captain. Off target from outside.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Tipped. Now here's MP. Pass to the captain. Here's the professor. Inside. Shot is good. Sampson.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
For New York, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third.
Blocking foul called. Number 11, second personal foul, second team foul. Virginia Beach foul. Number 11, second personal foul, second team foul.
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Well, Virginia Beach shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Clock at 6. And it's New York with a rebound. Down low. Here's Cowboy. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Here's the captain. He's got 25. Cross. The magician grabs the miss. And here's New York now. They're on a 16-7 run. Flash, that's good.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
To the paint. Virginia Beach moving the ball around. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Freeman. New York leading by 8. Pass to Bird. Lets the 3 fly. And again, New York with the triple.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Here's the captain. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Freeman. Pass to Bird. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds now. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Cross. Off the mark there with a 3. New York has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Leaf, he's checked in for Virginia Beach. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter here. Here's ABC. Rebounded by Virginia Beach. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Into the lane. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam. Sponsored by AT&T. New York leading by 7. There's a minute 12 left in the third. Cowboy. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Cowboys got 4 points this quarter.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Leaf. To the inside. Cross. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Cowboy. Rebounded by Virginia Beach. The Professor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. MP outside. Inside. Here's the Professor. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's ABC. Driving inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. ABC's got 13, and so it's New York, closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for New York. And it's the great, and at the point. Here's Champ. Sampson passes to Leaf. Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. The Doctor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they just continue to dominate the boards. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's MP. Corner shot. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
New York leading by 7. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. There's a screen. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Fires from deep. The Doctor, no good. For Virginia Beach, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Damn, good.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. The great, the pass to ABC. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team, number 31, 1 shot.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Champ passes to Sampson. Here's Champ. Virginia Beach moving the ball around. Pass to Leaf. Goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And Virginia Beach making a change here.
At the line for Virginia Beach, Leaf, 1 shot.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's the great. He's still feeling it, and it's New York scoring again.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Virginia Beach with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Champ. From downtown, Leaf, that's good. Leaf's got 6 points in the quarter.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Out to the wing. Jacks up a three. And it's ABC missing.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
New York foul. Number 31. Second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for Virginia Beach. Leaf taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
For New York, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to the great. Here's ABC. There's a screen. There's the triple. Buries it from 3. ABC's got 12 points in just the second half.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Here's the captain. A deep 3. And the shot by Leaf, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's ABC. And it's the professor with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Pass to Big Daddy. Here's the great. Here's ABC. Here's the doctor. And again, New York with the triple.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's the captain. Pass to Champ. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Leafs got 11 points in the quarter.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Here's ABC. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. Champ with a rebound. Virginia Beach has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Down low. Here's the captain. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Flash. Here's ABC. Here's the doctor. And the three-pointer goes. And New York leads by 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. New York making a switch here. Freeman's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, guys. Well, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Leaf. 20 feet out. Rebounded by the doctor. The doctor's got rebound number 8 now.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Here's ABC. And there's the rejection. Here's Champ. Pass to Leaf. Here's the captain. Yep, right through the net. The captain's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Champ passes to the captain. Here's Champ. Pass to the captain. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta. The captain's got 14 points here in the second half.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Here's ABC. He launches. Oh, no good. Here's the captain. Shoots a three. No good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Jams it home.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's the captain. Here's Pope. They set the pick. Yes! Using that window!
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's ABC. Virginia Beach getting their last shot to go. Yes, sir! Banking in the layup!
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
It's good!
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them. That's what they needed from him, unaffected by the pressure.
New York leading by 3. Oh, it misses. Virginia Beach has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Here's Champ. With the shot. No.
And buckle up, guys. This play could decide the game.
Takes a three. Knocks down the trifecta.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's the captain. There's 42 seconds left in the final quarter. Beyond the arc. Oh, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul, third team foul. At the line for the away team, number 41, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, BA, keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Virginia Beach foul. First each. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for New York. Number 18. Taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that stretches their lead to 8. Virginia Beach calls timeout. They're losing by 8. All right, guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Wins it. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.